Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today finally I'll be doing my first listen / full-on album review to Ateez's 9th mini album titled The WORLD EP.1 MOVEMENT. Now I know it's been a long time coming, fellow A-teenies, but better late than never, am I right? Especially that I have to gear up and really do my top 22 B-sides of 2022, as well as title tracks and so on and so forth. I've only heard good things in regards to every single B-side and particular ones here and there with my friends and all. So yeah, let's just say I'm always in for a treat when it comes to Ateez's releases and their B-sides as well. So hey, without further ado, let's just dive into this album review now. Alright, so the first track here is the intro track, I believe titled Propaganda. I'm seeing familiar names, of course, Eden, Olander, Buddy, Lees, Pepperoni, Olive, and Maddox, but Dwayne and Neko, I can't remember if I've covered them in the past before. I'm gonna have to cover them more as we dive into this album review, of course. But yeah, as some may know, I never skip intros. I always listen to the intros to understand what is the tone, what is the mood gonna be set for any of these respective albums to respective artists / idols. But let's go. Oh. There's a bit of familiarity here from trailer 2, right? For the World Movement trailer 2 video that we saw together on the channel here. I just love the treading kind of movement that's going on in this. The drum kit work. Woo! And as it progresses, it gets a bit more lighter, but it has that sort of into the fray, gritty feel to it. And of course, Jungho. Ooh, love it, love it, love it. I love how it kicks off this mini album, but let's just dive into the first B-side now. So this first B-side is titled Sector 1. Now I'm seeing Hongjoon and Mingi added in the mix. Of course, we love to see it as always, but let's go. Ooh, the piano work. Oh, it's the risers going up here. Ooh, Yo-sang! What an opening to this from him. Where is this headed, though? Oh, love the chords being done here with the piano, but it's building up here with this pre-chorus. Wow, Jungho! Oh. That snare drum work. Oh, this song is so hype, and the sheer epicness truly. Oh, Hongjoon! Okay, Mingi. Oh, like the claps or that that drum kit work is so good. Oh! There's the build up with the snare drums again. Sector 1. And I love the energy in this song. It's so all out, relentless. Yunho in this though, he's surprising me. This bridge. Oh, the panning there. Okay. And this has to be the final chorus. Boom, 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 boom. Sector 1. Every time, oh my goodness, the first B-side into any Ateez album, it just blows me away, right? It just blows me away, okay? Like, sure, Jongho, you could always expect him to surprise you, but I really loved the opening by Yosan in verse 1, and Yunho too, how he kicks off the chorus and also kicks off the bridge, most notably, I've got to say. Now, how this really starts with the verse 1, very mysterious. There's this sort of dark husk to it, per se. But then how it builds up and builds up. I love how the pre-chorus sets up to the chorus, the drop for this song as a whole. And I find myself not saying that much often this year. And it goes to show you, yeah, no. What you can truly expect from Ateez is more than a chorus that you can grab onto and enjoy one way or the other, but also a pre-chorus that provides, you know, that hype if needed, so be it, for the respective chorus in any of their songs. It gets you wanting more, it gets you anticipating for that chorus drop. And all, like, sure, this is pretty straight to the point, especially when it comes to the arrangement to it. But wow, the song structure. Ooh, I love how punchy the song is, but also that, like, doom doom ch, doom 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 ch, that kind of rhythm to it, sort of that, it reminds me of that Warrior BAP, you know what I'm saying? If you guys know, you know, the stomping and then the clapping and all. I love how there's that sort of pattern and rhythm to it. So I feel like with that being said, there's a lot of moments that I can grab onto and that are so memorable and have longevity to it. Sure, it's very in your face and relentless, and I voiced myself upon the channel, I really don't mess with these kind of songs, but for Ateez, they just know what they're doing. They know the assignment. They know the agenda. That's to a certain extent, but it's never like overbearing. It's never too overwhelming per se. Especially that verse 2. Don't even get me started with that verse 2 with Hongjun and my bias Mingi. You already know, but let's dive back right into it. Oh, just the sheer epicness, the piano chords, maybe it's the analog synthesizer, something very dark and husky with it. It really makes me think of, like, wow, this could be such a huge OST for a full-blown epic movie of some sort, you know what I'm saying, with this sort of intro, with the instrumentation, and then into verse 1, of course. Then the risers, the effects risers are going up here, and then I love how it's like the wood block or some sort of percussion instrument sort of provides this heart beating kind of moment, right? You're anticipating something to happen, especially with this opening by Garrison, how he sets the tone to this song. So good. Deep dark. Love the bit of vocal effect work too, right? Every time, everyone. See what I'm saying? Whether it's the pre-chorus, the chorus, you know. Give it to us, Jongho. Boom, 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 boom. Very rudimental, epic drum bass work going on here. So notice that. I noticed that how Jongho is like, what is the truth, right? Let's go into the Sector 1. That is the end of the pre-chorus, and then boom, the let's go. Oh, I love it. I love the phrase let's go in general when you're hyping up a friend or hyping out yourself and all, and it just works for the chorus. Boom. See what I'm saying? Cut, boom, cut, boom, boom, cut, boom, 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 cut. To the Sector 1. You already know what's up every time you hear that. Hongjun, I love it. Fighters fighting killers, killing. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to break this down. Wow, this was woo. We meant business here. Are you ready for the game? Oh my goodness, the bit of nuance work in his vocal delivery within his rap is so cool. Boom, 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 boom. I love that treading, that doom, doom, that those dips during Mingi's moment here is so cool. After the Dying Dawn pass, I think I can see it another chapter 1 before. Of course, there's some lost in translation, but man, oh man. But yet again, you know, as always, this pre-chorus, I want to know, what does it mean to love you? I love how it is sort of proposing a question, right? Within the start of the pre-chorus. Middle with the snare drums. Hollows out at the top. Boom, boom. Yeah, that bass is so nasty. Now I'm waiting for that bridge. Boom. Love the claps. Can't get enough of them, but then ooh, I gotta identify some elements or instrumentation here during the bridge, but you know. There's like these electronic elements that are dipping up and down and dipping up and down, and that's really cool, right? Open your eyes with me, feel it with me. And the song, I love how it starts like in the lower register with Yosang, it builds up and builds up, but then now Jongho, we're building up and building up so they could bring us back to the final chorus, not back to the final chorus, but to end it off with the final chorus, I've got to say. You know, you feel that build up. The passion though, it truly shows. Man, I can't even imagine how Jongho's face is in the live performance when he's, you know, literally belting out, let's go into the Sector 1. I can just envision it. I'm gonna definitely check out the performance with y'all. all in all, what a way to kick off this album in terms of a B-side, right? Not just the intro track. You know, dare I say, the intro track could have been even along as Sector 1. It had a lot of potential to be a full-blown song, but hey, I'm not complaining, because usually when you get these sort of in-your-face songs, they don't go as long as this. They go long as like 2 minutes and 40 seconds, you feel me? If you guys can relate, you guys can relate. I'm always down for further lengthened songs that make sense, that are not over repetitive with it, but this really sticks. So hey, let's just dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Cyberpunk. A lot of my friends, and especially Jessica Pierpoint, has hyped me up for this song, because she did note in my interview with her that this is literally one of her top favorite songs of this year within 2022. And I absolutely love her music taste based on that interview alone, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. She has worked with the likes of 50/50, Purple Kiss, and even Itzy, and I'm sure you're gonna see more of her participation, her musical works in the future for any song credits for any groups out there. But yeah, let's just dive into Cyberpunk now. Of course, Hongjun and Mingi again, keep in mind. Whoa! Okay. Really, based on this, I can sense a lot of trance. Ooh. You know, yet again. Oh, the little bit of sultriness, yet the passion that I'm sensing in this it's screaming. Big song. What? Mingi has a pre-chorus? Whoa! This like sort of condescending movement in the chorus is cool. But yeah, they truly taken the trance psychedelic route with this one. Bum 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 bum. Oh, yeah, Jungho. Drum kit work. Huh? You can't be doing this to us. Okay, Mingi. Who am I? I'm mine. Oh, wow, that transition in the song a while, am I right? Man, the fiery passion I'm getting in this is everything. It's to die for. Whoa. What? Different pre-chorus here. Yeah. Please tell me there's a live performance of this out there. Ma. Mingi, yeah, again? Okay. Drum kit work with Jungho. Oh, it's gonna hit. He's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it. Brief pause. Stay in the dark. Oh, that extra The bass line is everything, the backbone of the song. See what I'm saying? There's always that one song, that one B-side by Ateez every year that's just gonna be on like your top songs coming from that respective year. In this case, Cyberpunk. I can understand the hype, right? The popularity for it, because man, as much as the rap line popped off, the vocal line popped off in this one. And I would say Sungwa, he really surprised me within this track, which, by the way, I didn't expect at all to hear how everything played out, how everything played out within the sections in this song, with this sort of like psychedelic trance route that it took with it. All right, it's, you don't get much psychedelic trance or psychedelic music within K-pop, and it's so cool, right? Like whether it's screamo and all that synthwave, Ateez just seems to be able to do it all in terms of genres, and there's not many groups that can truly do that. All right, if I would name a boy group that can truly do that, definitely Ateez is one of them. For girl groups, definitely the likes of Stacy, right? When it comes to different, I would say, segments for R&B. But staying on track here, Cyberpunk. Oh, I love how it kicks off with verse 1, right? But like that like verse 1, just to how it happened, but then not going into the pre-chorus right away was really surprising, but it was very fitting somehow in a way. But that how we got a fix on right away, I'm like, no way, we're not hitting verse 2 right away already. It turned out Mingi is just hyping us up even more during the pre-chorus, which did not remain the same the second time around. But staying on track with the fix on, and everything played out, and then the chorus. I love how it has that descending, condescending kind of manner in the chorus of it, and of course Jongho just simply doing his own thing. This is just another moment for Jongho where he truly pops off and all. And then, of course, the classic Hongjun. You already know when that happens, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. It's about to bust down and all. And he just killed it, right? But not only that, a follow up from Mingi, and then later on within the bridge was totally unexpected. So I really want to dive back into this immediately right away, everyone, and sort of break down moment by moment, section by section, because it was just that good. And I gotta say, this is literally one of my top favorite songs from Ateez today. I'm gonna say it right away, and this is like so far the favorite B-side off of the album, and probably will be, and it's already too early in this album review, so it goes to show you how much I love this song. I love the bit of static, sort of this powering on kind of moment at the start. Boom, doo, doo, doo. There's very electronic elements kind of being done here. Like a surge almost. I love it, I love it, I love it, you know, San, you know, simply doing his thing in verse 1 here. The darkness has come down, the lights in the city are dancing in confusion. Of course, there's some loss in translation, but man, oh man. The drum kit work, oh, it's really, really well done in this one, okay? It's like, it's a S+, that I would rate it as much as that. But then, like I said, the bass line is truly the backbone to this song, right? The added layer with the electronic elements is everything. The drum kit work. Woo! the vocal layering too in this. Fix on. And you could tell like this is the pre-chorus fix on, like oh my goodness. Because what happens in the chorus, so it doesn't dip down fully like the chorus, which is pretty cool actually, so I take that back. The rapid fire cannon snare work here, snare drum work. And then they bring it back here. Oh, Songhwa! Absolutely incredible within this song. His parts. Very fitting part for Jongho. How he prolongs and drags his lines. No one will be sad. It really reminds me of how it links to the overall concept of this era and the intentions of this era, based on hearing what I'm hearing in this song, based on what I'm seeing within the lyrics and all, and obviously the titling to this song titled Cyberpunk. Everything just sticks like together so well. It works together in that kind of cohesive manner. Frozen night, alive. All right, give us verse 2 here. Very subtle with it, effortlessly done, you know. He's simply doing his own thing, and yet, oh my goodness, so addictive. Very like skin tight kind of delivery in this verse 2. And then Mingi, I love how he instantly jumps onto the beat and just does his own thing too. Wondering who I am, my mind. What an end to verse 2 there. The like electronic drum kit work with a bit of the claps. So good. That Ona is just gonna stay in my head over and over again. Jeez. Now what's cool, this is a slight, you know, I wouldn't say slight, a whole entire different pre-chorus that's being done. Now notice this, it was solely only Mingi, and now we get Jongho and Hongjun, like come on. Build up. Love lies. Frozen night. Look how fitting those two lines, the end of the lines are, right? The frozen light, full of lies, right? A lot was considered in this when we are talking about the vocal direction and the lyricism. But it goes to show you, like, all the members within Ateez truly have like a whole different kind of level when it comes to their musicality, which aka is this their kind of sense in music and what they're capable of and what they can truly do and show off, and maybe sometimes be experimental with it, right? Full of lies. Ooh. The attitude too, am I right? Alright, give us the bridge that I really want to break down. I love Mingi's voice as always, but how they're working off each other constantly from Mingi to Hongjun to Mingi to Hongjun is so cool. I lost the meaning of Stop the Clock. Very light with it, but more bold with it. Light with it from Hongjun, but bold with it. I love that sort of contrasting moment within the bridge here, right? It really entices ya. Boom, 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 boom. Rapid fire cannon delivered. The snare drum word. We could solely only hear Songhwa, I believe, here, and it's very, very in your face. Don't hear anything else, and then doom, 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 and then boom. Added layers here, and Jongho just simply doing his thing. Oh, love lies. Woo. Wow, incredible, everyone, incredible. Like the vocals, it's everything. The rap, it sticks. Yet how honey it was with that pre-chorus with Mingi was so cool. It's contrasting moments, but at the same time, like it's crazy how for all the members you could truly recognize who is who. And with that being said, it's not necessarily like, oh, I'm not being able to recognize within their other songs. Don't get me wrong. I feel like despite everything being so upbeat, so upfront with it in this psychedelic trance kind of track, the instrumentation and production is set up so well where we can hone in and are able to focus on the members or the instrumentation, either or, you feel me? Or together as a whole. So yeah, this is a masterpiece, 10 out of 10. Let's just get this ball rolling and dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled The Ring. Now, of course, we got Mingi and Hongjoon added into the mix. Let's go. Whoa, what's going on here? This intro with Yeosang. Ooh, the string work. With that 808 bass that's turning. Ooh. Ooh. The overall movement of the song is quite fascinating. Ooh. This pre-chorus with Jongho though. And you know. Oh. Oh, the relentless string work with Seonghwa here. Ooh, just the distortion of the bass and how the breakdowns to this song are unpredictable and yet quite cool, not gonna lie. It feels like Ateez is within this battle, this fight almost. The best way I can describe it. This sort of breakout moment. Big song. Ooh. Impose the sanctions. Pumping endorphin. Man. Yeah, the direction in this song is so cool. This chorus is very lengthy with it, as much as the verses in this song. But I feel like I understand the intentions of the song. Like, it's really showing that sort of dominance. And it's like sort of this fighting mentality. We don't rest. Oh, this song has a bridge. Bit of snare drum work in the back rolls. Sharp string work. Ooh! One ring to rule them all. And I feel like there was even some organ work near the end of here with the outro, the one ring to rule them all moment. Now that's really cool, right? I feel like with the storyline and the concept and the lore that's going on, overthrowing that sort of organization that is in power and all, and yeah, I feel like this is like a pivotal moment of showing, hey, we don't know what to truly do. It's like almost, I feel like it reminds me almost like Lord of the Rings. You can correct me if I'm wrong, or any other reference out there, but I think the one thing, the Lord of the Rings and this titling the ring, I guess in that kind of way it connects. I'm gonna have to listen through this again to confirm things, so let me dive back into it. And there's also a lot of instrumentation that I really want to dissect more and try to hone in and understand what is going on here. Now, don't get me wrong, I already feel like based on the first listen though, this is a song that's a gem that's gonna be growing on me over time. Not necessarily the song that I'm gonna keep on mad repeat like Cyberpunk, but definitely a song that I will always go back to as a gem, as something that will really grow on me quite quickly. I love this trudging kind of manner with intense, right, string work in this. It's almost like gaining this power and conjuring it, but not sure what to do with it. That's the mood that I'm getting here, the attitude. Man, the dips in this song. A lot of trap percussion, bass work. Ooh. Really loved Wooyoung in this moment, without a doubt. Making up tiresome repetition. That layering, it's almost like sort of like done in this kind of choir kind of work. It's kind of really cool. Oh, the chord work. Every time with this chorus, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but every time Sung kicks it off, I love it how he's just break. It really reminds me of some hip hop songs that truly the likes of Illionaire back in the early days. No, younger, you know what I'm saying? I love that bite and breakdown to it. Change the world, we got power, make it rain. So this is really the turning moment of that sort of organization that was really dark and misleading the public and all. Yeah, see? Isn't this like chorus so lengthy with it? We're not even in verse 2 yet, and it's like, what, 1 minute and 37 seconds long right now? And this is where we get Mingi to kick off verse 2. Big song. It fizzles down more, but then it gets more punctuated with the bass during this verse too. Like this sort of hi-hat work. I like that. I'm not okay. I love the added work there in the back when with the vocals, right? Either that or some sort of sampling that's going on there. Yeah, definitely vocal work. You know, the oh no every time. Now, I want to just quickly fast forward to the bridge here. Like sort of snare drum rolling work that's done in a rolling kind of fashion here. It's pretty cool. I love that brief pause there, you know, to really play with us. Yeah, I think there's some organ work in this, which we have heard by Ateez before. Yeah. That sinister, like, organ work at the church, you know, like, that's cool. That is cool. I think this is a grower. I think it, like, overtakes you in the moment if you're feeling it and all. By no means, nothing, like, really boundary breaking with this one, but yet again, it shows you, yeah, like, they could be really super experimental with it, and at times can be very hip-hop heavy. With it, I do think there's like a bit of that hip hop influence, but yet again, it goes to show you every time, you know, even though you don't witness the performance, you just like listen to their music, and it's like, wow, they're truly throwing on a performance right now, like just in your mind, like imagining it, how it would play out. So the ring, it's quite something special, and I think most certainly, I can't emphasize this enough, this is a grower and this is a gem. Amidst the songs that we've heard so far and that we're going to hear. So hey, let's get into the next B-side now. So this next song is titled WDIG in parentheses, Where Do I Go? Now, let me bring it up here. The people is additionally working behind this is Neko and Dwayne, as I mentioned earlier on in this album review, and just a little bit of research. They have taken part in their latest release with Paradigm, and the past release of New World and The King. So yeah, it's great to see them work with Ateez hand in hand, and it makes me wonder how this is going to play out, considering that I've only heard some of their works that they've been part of, but not like Paradigm yet. So yeah, let's dive into this. Oh, wanna go? No, it's Where Do I Go? Okay, yeah. I can't believe I thought that for the intro. Oh, that linear synth string there. Oh, maybe some of that organ work yet again, but this pre-chorus. Man, the intensity in this. Much different in terms of tempo compared to the other tracks. The ad-lib work in the chorus is so well done though. Yeah, that's cool. Buddhist monk named. Okay. You breaking it down here? Hongju's breaking it down here. And Yenho yet again. But yeah, I do indeed think these are some synthesizer strings that being done in the back. Oh, the background vocal work is everything with a bit of that organ work, I feel like. Bang, boom, boom. That's cool. Just the epic timpani drum work, or the epic drum work here. There's a bit of mysterious in this song. Ooh, the snare drum kick work right here during the bridge. Okay, hold up. It's gonna hit. Uh-oh. Whoa! That's not what I was expecting. That sort of heartbeat of the drum. Wow, and how it wraps up like that. I thought it was gonna be a sort of like extravaganza per se, sort of like finale, killer finisher kind of moment with that final chorus and also with the post-chorus. But instead, I really love how there's this breaking down, slowing down kind of moment almost in Where Do I Go? Now, I really like the acronym and the parentheses for Where Do I Go here in consideration. And it makes me think like, does this lead up into the final track knowing what the final track is titled? You know what I'm saying? So there's that sort of connection, right? Oh, where is it going to go into the new world, which is going to lead up to, dare I say, my guess is the next release. You know what I'm saying? Where do I go into new world? And then within the new world, what's happening next, right? That's my assumptions here. Just a tad bit. I could be totally wrong after this album review, but that's completely fine. But I feel like the intentions are there, and I like how Where Do I Go is placed within this album track-wise. I think it's a special song that I will go back to once in a while. Maybe as more as compared to the previous track, or as much. I'm gonna have to find out for myself, but I feel like how it goes and breaks down is quite cool. Arrangement pretty standard with it, but with the intro and that verse 1, it was so well done. Let me bring it back here. So almost like a movie intro or something like that. Has a nice rhythm to it. Yeah, that like singular string synthesizer adds so much depth to the song. But everything's very atmospheric and distant per se when it comes to the vocal work, and I think the intentions are there to provide that sort of where do I go feeling in this song, right? Then there's like these like ding 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 ding. It's like a very satin kind of feel to it. I don't know if that's exactly the right word, but if you know what I'm saying, like sort of that light organ work with it almost. Just like small droplets of it. But I love how the pre-chorus sets up this. That like vocoder work or vocal effect with the where do I go? But yeah, what's prominent here is most definitely the ad-lib work, of course. Now let me dive into, yeah, verse 2. Man, it just truly goes to show you, Hongjoon and Mingi, like, they know how to adjust, like, with their own respective lines and do a certain kind of style that matches the song, right, in terms of style, and or really add that contrast that somehow fits to the song, right? In this case, it's very fitting. I love Wooyoung's, like, you know, slight moments in this song as well. Yeah. Now I want to bring it later on in the bridge. The epic drum work here. I love how this pre-chorus sets up this final chorus that I thought it was gonna go all out and just wrap up like that suddenly, but no. The not much vocal effect work there this time around with the revving and all. Yeah, that where do I go? Oh, the attack on that moment there is so good with where do I go. That's cool, but let's move on to the final B-side and then I'll wrap things up for this album review. So this final track is titled New World. Now I'm seeing Dwayne and Echo on this. Really can't wait to hear their influence per se further into a new world here, but let's go. Okay, I'm already digging this one, guys. This is hitting differently immediately right away with this intro. With the light choir-like background vocal work. Yet this drum kit work, but also what did I say? Not classical music, but orchestral, yes, work in this. Oh, this sort of conjuring kind of moment with Hongjoon though, with the the choir work. Ooh. The sort of knocking on the door moment in the chorus is pretty cool. If anything, that song boosts Jongho a lot, considering what he's been a part of in the past before, and his vocal color. Or Sue. Excuse me? Wait. I love how cinematic this verse 2 is with, you know, in that moment. Okay. It's building up with San. And Wooyoung. Fix on. What? This is not a verse 2? Okay, Mingi. That was a pre-chorus. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah. Yeah, this really links to the storyline, the lore, the concept for this era. Oh, so hard hitting here. Solely just someone? Oh, I am so lost in this. Okay, so this is an outro, right? Of course. Oh, the vocal drags. So good, everyone. So yeah, when we got Fix On, wait, I'm gonna have to go back to that. I feel like when we got the Fix On moment, it was not an additional verse, it was a pre-chorus, and then we got another verse in this, and yet again a bridge. Now, it's crazy how that played out arrangement wise, and I think, you know, this full-on reset and like new chapter per se, this new world, of course, it's very fitting how it played out instrumentation wise, song structure wise, and from start to finish, and the titling of it. And yeah, I feel like wrapping it up with this song on the album really sticks, really works, and it's got us excited for what's gonna happen next. What is gonna exactly happen next, you know what I'm saying? This change, this new world and all. But let's dive back into it immediately right away, and I want to break things down bit by bit. See what I'm saying with the lyric and all? It's just done in this sort of like unison kind of choir kind of manner. Yeah, the orchestral work in this and the choir work, like the vocal layering, it adds so much to the song. I would say is the focal point, the vocal, I would say, elements, right, in this song. And like, I think if anything I got out of this entirety of this mini album is Songhwa and Yunho. They surprised me a lot. And then of course I mentioned Yeosang here and there throughout these songs, but wow. It's sort of like a video game, like a final boss fight or something like that, or being triumphant and something that at the end of the day, by the end of this song. But right now, I feel like this is that sort of fight for victory, the fight for glory that's being mentioned here. And like before this, it was sort of that conjuring fight of this fighting spirit, you know? So it's cool, you know, the progression in this song, it sticks, it works, and I like how it's done like that. Rapid fire cannon pacing here. Very light with it, yet melodic with it, which I do appreciate. They could have went hard in the paint with this. Yeah, Jongho. You're crazy to not say like he popped off in this one as well. Yeah. Oh my goodness, hands down my favorite part in the song is this verse 2 with Yunho. Like, I think he has my favorite part in the song where it's this sort of cinematic, pivotal moment that's gonna break through and all per se. It's like, this really would stick for any cool movie out there. But like, that has like a fight going on. Like, just imagine like top of the staircase and then there's this fight. But like this build up with Sando, ooh, is to die for. And I believe the Fix On comes here. Yeah. Hey, this is one of the reasons why Mingy do be the bias. It's just delivery is just so sharp cut. Now I want to dive and try to find the bridge here. Yeah, I believe this was the bridge. As much as there's this rapid fire cannon bass, drum kit work that's going on, I love how this like the synth work is very descending here. It's like very streamlined. Or these electronic elements, you feel me? And it immediately went into a boom 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 kind of moment by Mingy with his verse 3 that caught me off guard a lot. I would say my third favorite part definitely is that verse 3. But how it wraps up, it's all worth the wait for this climax of a moment where it wraps up the album. Serenading us. The guitar work. Ooh. That drag, that lick. So good, everyone. What an album. Let me bring up the track listing here, but all in all, Ateez, the World EP.1 Movement, the 9th mini album. Another masterpiece. Yet again, I'm like, what? You know, Garrison, this is another masterpiece. I think this is. Just how cohesive it is from start to finish, from all the way from Propaganda to New World. That kind of linear fashion and how it successfully wraps up like that, and considering what's the concept for Guerrilla, the main concept for the title track, and the intentions, the storyline, the lore, chef's kiss, right? All the details considered. And I feel like Sector 1 pop, how it popped off and got me anticipated for what's to come next was really, really cool. I think it's definitely one of my top favorites in this album, I've got to say. Cyberpunk, it's the #1 favorite without a doubt. How it went that psychedelic trance kind of route with it, and I absolutely love the movement and arrangement of the song. And it's like unlike anything I've heard, and like all these tracks, it's like unlike of anything I've heard. Like, sure, some of these tracks are experimental, some of these tracks where you don't really hear it in K-pop, it's either or, the matter of fact. But you know how everything links up together one by one together, and this kind of succession is so dope. And it go to Cyberpunk, Guerrilla, then The Ring. It had that sort of Lord of the Rings connection almost, I feel like. And if you guys confirm that, that'd be real cool. I think that connection there is really cool with The Ring and how those moments played out. But like I said, Seonghwa, right? Seonghwa. There's been moments of San that I really digged, but it's cool how some of these tracks, right? Some of these tracks that I pointed out with the pre-chorus of course Mingy going through with it, how they were able to utilize his talent and his capabilities like in that kind of manner was so unbelievable. But also hearing Dwayne and Neko's influence with Where Do I Go and New World was so cool. Linking from Where Do I Go to New World, it was very fitting, and I feel like it works out at the end of the day, from Propaganda all the way to New World. But the only exception that I wished happened was Propaganda to be a full-on track. Like, make it a very long, like, OST or something like that for a movie. Like, give us 6 full minutes of Propaganda to like kick off the album. I think that'd be really cool for a future Ateez album. Like, I would totally propose that. Speak it into the universe and existence to eventually happen. Like, that would be so cool, considering how epic and cinematic Ateez has been when it comes to their musical works and their storylines and stuff like that. So yeah, I said what I said. I don't want to prolong this too much because you guys been truly waiting for this album review. I would rate this. It's hard to say like this is. I wouldn't necessarily say this is my favorite mini album by any means. But for the artistic standpoints, the details and considerations, the nuances that I dig, whether it's in the instrumentation and the vocal work, the arrangement, the movements, and the sort of different genres, whether it's hip hop, trance, psychedelic trance, and all, and a little bit of pop and all, and the percussion work throughout these, and definitely the orchestral work in New World. Yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. It's hard to say it's my favorite considering their other releases, and also this is only the first listen, keep in mind, but it definitely has a lot of standout tracks that I could see myself stream over and over again. And like I said, there's a couple of tracks here and there where like it will really grow on me pretty well, right? So Cyberpunk, the dead favorite straight away. Sector 1 is my second favorite. New World, and then it would go The Ring and Where Do I Go tied neck and neck. I would have to say a New World really due to that orchestral work, choir work in it, how epic it was. But Cyberpunk, obviously, I provided the reasons what I said. Sector 1, how all out it is. And then The Ring, I feel like there's that low-key gem kind of, how do I say it, kind of quality to it that I can just always go back onto it from time to time in the future. So it goes to show you all of Ateez's pieces, whether it's very standard for them, which is not standard for someone else, keep in mind, or experimental, or messing with a different genre that they've never worked with, or a combination of genres. There's a lot of longevity in their songs and replay value without a doubt, right, from start to finish. So all in all, let me know your favorites that are for you on this album. I'm sure Cyberpunk is one of them. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you related with some of my statements, my analysis, and learned something from this album review. Thank you so much for patiently waiting, fellow Ateez, but take care as always. Be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Let me know what I should react to and review next. That'd be much appreciated. I'm really out of touch for all of my groups, honestly, including Ateez, of course. So yeah, I have a lot of catch up to do, but I'm just gonna keep trying my very best for y'all and for myself and for Ateez. This has been Garrison, as always, though, and peace.